Morning, everyone. I thought today I would come to you on this beautiful morning from my patio outside. So, gorgeous day. I am going to keep with our theme that we had of around the world, and I'm going to read to you today music around the world. People love to make music. Your feet will tap when you hear a march. Your hands will clap when you hear a drum. There is a pattern to music. There is a pattern to the instruments that make music. It is the same all around the world. West Africa. This is the body of a djembe drum, which is made from one piece of wood. The top is called a head, and it is covered with goat skin. The ropes around the drum are very important. They are used to tune the drum. So there's a little exploring of math here. It says the djembe drummers play in patterns. The words slap, tone, and bass tell the drummer where to hit the drum. That's an interesting thing. So then they make a pattern. In Africa, the thumb piano has metal or bamboo keys. The long keys make low notes. The short keys make high notes. It is easy to learn to play. You can make your own music in no time. If you see music has lots of math, they're saying that this thumb piano has a number for each key. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. They tell you which key to hit with your thumb. Here's a pattern for a tune. 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 6, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4. What comes next? In Australia, they have a didgeridoo. It's made from a hollow tree branch. First, termites eat the inside of a branch. The branch is cut off the tree. Then the bark is taken off. Next, a mouthpiece is made. Last, patterns are painted on it. A long didgeridoo has a deep sound. A short one has a high sound. See that? That's amazing. In Iran, a daf is like a tambourine. It is round. It is covered with fish skin or goat skin. Metal rings are put inside the frame. In the past, the daf was only played by women. Now men can play it too. So let's explore math. A tambourine is like a daf. Both instruments have zills. This tambourine has a double row of zills. The table shows the number of zills in a tambourine with 2 rows. So if you see that, that's a zill. That's something I just learned that's new. In China is the diza. It's a bamboo flute. It has 10 holes, and there's 1 hole for blowing, and the other holes are covered by fingers. There's 1 hole covered by a thin bit of reed. This makes a buzzing sound when it's played. Oh, excuse my pronunciation of this. This one's kind of a hard word. The kotsuzumi is a small wooden hand drum. It is held on the shoulder, and it is the shape of an hourglass. The 2 heads are covered with calfskin, and paint is used for patterns. So drummers often play in a pattern. So it could be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You should try that on the drums we made. In Peru, the antura is a kind of flute played. Tubes of cane or bamboo are cut at different lengths to form this type of flute. Long tubes make deep sounds. Short tubes make high sounds. The tubes are tied together in a curved or straight row. That's kind of like a pattern. It actually looks like a pan flute. In Mexico, they have maracas. They're played in Mexico. These shakers are made from gourds, and they have beans, seeds, or small stones inside. Whatever is inside affects how they sound when they are shaken. One of the maracas has a higher pitched sound than the other. Maracas always have patterns painted on them. If you remember from our music, we have some maracas that had some patterns on it. And we made maracas. Italy, people made small flutes out of clay for thousands of years. They played just a few notes. The flute was called an ocarina. In the 1800s, a baker made a better ocarina. It had 8 holes in the front for fingers, and there were 2 holes for the thumbs and the bark. Ocarina means little goose in Italian. Look at the pretty patterns on here. Do you want to make your own musical instrument? You can make a set of claves. All you need are 2 wooden dowels and some paint. Paint a pattern on the wood and tap them together to make a sound. You could even make your own drum. You can get an empty coffee can and some paper. Draw a pattern on the paper, glue the paper around the can, and now you've made your own beat. Look at this pattern on this can. This is about decorating maracas. It has a problem to solve. It says your music class is making maracas. Each maraca has a pattern around it for decoration. The music teacher wants you to make a pattern using 4 different shapes. What kind of pattern will you make? What is the 12th shape in your pattern? So you're going to have to make a big pattern to get to the 12th shape. So if you want to solve it, there's always steps to take in order to solve a problem. So for making your pattern, you can choose 4 different shapes. Step 2 is choose a pattern you would like to make. Step 3 is to use the shapes you choose to make your pattern. And step 4 is to repeat your pattern to find the 12th shape. Good luck solving, and I hope you get to make a musical instrument. I would love to see a picture of that. I'll see you again later. Bye.